Oh god, I love gaming. In fact, one of my favorite parts of gaming is something that I don't even know really how it started. I am, of course, talking about speedrunning. One of my absolute favorite parts of the entirety of gaming, and I have quite a few.
Just seeing people run through and just speed through games that you would usually spend hours playing, and doing it in record times as well. Does that not seem cool to you? But let me ask you a better question. Do you know where it started? Do you even know who started it? I know I certainly don't. You've clicked on this video because you, just like me, want to know how gaming speedrunning started. Through all the real ones and the fake ones, we are going to be looking at the history of gaming speedruns. Not just in Mario or Doom, the ones that you're familiar with. We're going to be looking at how it really started in whatever game that it started with. Let's go without wasting any more time.
Whenever you think of the first speedrun to have ever been attempted, you might think that it would have been submitted or documented on YouTube.com. However, that is not actually the case. Speedrunning has actually been around since the early 90s. However, if you are curious, the first ever speedrun was uploaded on November 15th, 2005 by a YouTuber by the name of Balthazar, and it was titled Doom 2 Speedrun with a time of 17 minutes. Some other honorable mentions of the earlier YouTube speedruns include a Metal Slug 4 speedrun, a Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty speedrun, the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and a different Doom 2 speedrun. Now the next case that you may be wondering is, well, if YouTube does not have the oldest speedrun, is it speedrun.com? Well, the answer is actually no. Speedrun.com was first created in 2014, way before the first speedrun was ever attempted, as you could tell by the previous examples in the YouTube portion. I know you are curious, however, to find out what the oldest speedrun on speedrun.com is. I was too, and I looked it up. Here's what I found. With a time of 1 hour and 59 minutes, the oldest speedrun on speedrun.com is none other than Doom from 1993, and it is the entire first episode, The Shores of Hell. That is the first speedrun submitted on speedrun.com. However, it is not the oldest, even though the run itself was actually all the way back from June 1996. The first ever speedrun is considered to be a run of the game Super Mario Bros. On the NES. The first ever recorded speedrun of Super Mario Bros. Was done by a player named Todd Rogers, who is a very controversial figure in the speedrunning community. Todd Rogers is a prominent figure in the early history of video game speedrunning. In 1982, he achieved notoriety by setting what was believed to be a world record for the fastest completion time of Dragster, a racing game for the Atari 2600 console. Rogers became well known in the gaming community for his exceptional gaming skills and his numerous high scores in various games. However, his most famous record was his claimed time of 5.51 seconds in Dragster, which stood as the world record for over 3 decades. Over the years, Rogers' record was met with skepticism and controversy. The precise nature of achieving such a time in Dragster was heavily debated, as it appeared to be nearly impossible to replicate. The game's developer, Activision, even offered a cash prize to anyone who could match or beat Rogers' record, but it went unclaimed. In 2018, after an extensive investigation by members of the gaming community, it was determined that Rogers' claim time was not achievable under normal gameplay conditions. The record was subsequently removed from official records, and Rogers' other records came under scrutiny as well. The case of Todd Rogers and his dragster record highlighted the importance of rigorous verification and evidence in the speedrunning community. It sparked discussions about the need for transparency and the establishment of standardized rules and procedures for record verification. It's worth noting that while Rogers' dragster record was discredited, his contributions to the early days of speedrunning and his gaming achievements cannot be denied. He remains a notable figure in the history of video game records and speedrunning. I'll be making a video about Todd Rogers later on in the channel, but what he did do for the speedrunning community, he is the reason why Speedrun.com does not approve any speedruns now. Congratulations, Todd. And that's it. However, if you wanted to get more specific, really the game that really kickstarted speedrunning and is why it is a thing now, it's Doom. Like, Doom is the reason why speedrunning exists today. But apart from that, this video, even though it's a bit of a shorter one, it took me a while to make. So just please leave a like and please subscribe, please. I'm doing so many more videos like this. So just please show me some love, and without further ado, I'm going to go away now. I'm going to go eat some food. I can't even really talk right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Hope you like this brief little history of speedrunning, and goodbye.